Hey friends and wine lovers, how are you? Welcome back, and if you're new to this channel, welcome. I'm Marc Supsic. I'm a certified wine and spirits professional. I know I don't look like one, but I am. And I created Wine Living to help educate people on the basics of great wine, spirits and cocktails, and food pairings as well. It is Good Friday, so I figured you may want some recommendations on wines for your Easter table if you celebrate. But don't worry, if you don't celebrate Easter, if you observe Passover, for example, or nothing at all, these are still great to have on hand, so stay tuned. A great start to any celebration or meal is sparkling wine. You almost can't go wrong because it's fun, it's bubbly, right? I would suggest not breaking the bank and going with expensive champagne. You can if you want to, but I would stay more in the affordable $10 to $15 range. You can go with an Asti Spumante, you can go with a Prosecco, you can go with a Spanish Cava. This one here is from the northern part of Italy. It's made with Pinot Grigio. The reason why these are great to have around is because they're nice and fresh and clean and palate cleansing. They're really high in acid, and those bubbles sort of like wake up your palate, get you ready for that meal. They're especially good with eggs. Sparkling wine and eggs is just like one of those magic combinations that I can't explain, but if you obviously are eating anything with eggs in it for Easter, this is the perfect wine to start with. These are also great with desserts if you want to finish off at the end with a cheese plate or even with sweets. And for those who observe Passover, a sparkling wine is going to be perfect with things that have a little bit of salt and fat in them. So smoked fish, kugel, potato latkes, that sort of thing. For your white wine, I would recommend something that's a little bit more neutral and light. You don't want it to overpower your foods. You want it to sort of dance nicely with the food. So in this case here, I have a nice dry Riesling. There's a misconception that all Riesling is sweet, but it's not. Look for a dry Riesling, and I have another video that I can put up a link to here that'll teach you more about Riesling if you want to learn. A nice, light, crisp, and refreshing white wine is going to be great with your soups and salads. In the South, there's a tradition called ginger ale canned chicken, where you actually cook a chicken with a can of ginger ale underneath it. Something like that is going to be great with this because it's going to bring out sort of that ginger and lemon and lime flavor. If you don't like Riesling, you can opt for a Chablis, something that's nice and light from the northern part of France, or you can even go with a nice crisp Pinot Grigio from Italy. And of course, once again, if you're observing Passover, then something light and crisp like this will be good with turkey. So you can see that I'm drinking a rosé here. I love dry rosé, and this is from the south of France. It's from Provence. Rosé wines can be awesomely versatile because they exhibit characteristics of both white and red wines. These are perfect for the meals that have a little bit more sweetness in them. So I'm talking about your spiral hams and your glazed hams. And for Passover, a rosé wine is going to be great with something like a roasted chicken or even smoked salmon. Okay, last but not least, you're probably going to want a red wine on the table too. Most people do. So I'm going to recommend a Cabernet Franc. If you want to learn more about Cabernet Franc, I'll put a link up here for you. You can go deeper into that. But for the sake of this video, let's just say this is a really versatile red wine. It's related to Cabernet Sauvignon, but not as heavy. It's a little lighter, and it's very herbaceous. It often goes well with dishes that have herbs in them. This is going to be great with your braised lamb or beef. For those of you who eat red meats, it's great with roasts as well. And for those observing Passover, this is going to be the wine that you want to pair with your brisket and something called tsimes. Now forgive me because I'm Goyim and I'm probably not pronouncing that properly, but this is a dish that's made with carrots and prunes. That's going to be awesome with a red wine like Cabernet Franc. Okay everybody, I hope that helps you out when it comes to finding wines to pair up with your Easter or your Passover meal. Let me know how that worked out for you if you tried any of these pairings. And if you have any thoughts or suggestions, also leave me some comments below. And if you like what I'm doing here, please do me a favor, subscribe to my channel, and that way I'll give you regular updates and regular videos on great wine, spirits, and food. Happy holidays, take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you at the next video. Cheers.